Hey best friends, I'm Claire.
I'm Yana.
Welcome to
My Best Friend's Book Club.
Season 3. That's right. If you're new here, welcome to our book club. It's for non-readers and for those who love to read.
It's for those with memory and for those without.
Yana is our signature goldfish 3 to 6 second memory. So it works out really well for this book club podcast.
Yeah. If you're new here, so am I.
But just to give you a short rundown of what we do, we pick a book and we read about 50 pages each week. And then we meet every Thursday, or the episode comes out every Thursday, where we discuss those pages. We laugh our way through a lot of books and have banter and talk about world events. And
sometimes we struggle through books together.
Sometimes that happens too. Yeah. So if you're reading along with us, we will provide you a reader calendar so you can read along. And if you're not, we summarize every set of 50 pages so you don't have to read and you can follow along and you can say you read it, even if you didn't. And that's okay. No pressure, book club.
Apparently, I'm not allowed to do that, though.
Some book clubs are really serious about that. They're like, if you don't read the book, you can't be a part of it.
No, I'm in a book club like that, too.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, my friends were very serious about reading the book.
So for this season, we are reading
Just for the Summer by
Abby Jimenez.
Perfect.
We're just going to start with a disclaimer here, and that is, being part of a book club is reading things that you wouldn't traditionally pick up, and this is one of those things for us. We aren't traditionally romance readers, so we're going to give this a go. It seemed like a nice way to expand our horizons and have different types of conversations. So we'll see where this goes.
So far, we've only read 48 pages, and it's going to be a long third season, you guys. Buckle up. We're all in this together. No offense, Abby Jimenez.
Yeah, just gonna disclaimer it out that if you're in love with romance, I might say something dicey, and I'm just gonna apologize now.
Your triceps are looking really good.
Thank you.
No, it's like every time you move your arms, I'm like, damn, girl. No, that shit looks dope.
Thanks, girl. Shit.
Yeah, damn. And that's a little bit of the romance that we're going to be.
This is what you can get with my best friend's book club. Never-ending compliments.
We've got a little bit of something for everyone.
So, we're going to do a recap of what happened in these first set of pages. Then we'll get into some discussion topics.
Yep.
And then we'll close out with some more combo and into the next set of pages.
I can't wait to be done with this book so far. Already. I kind of knew it by page 5, but
I hope it gets better. We'll see.
I am blessed to be the one that gets to tell you guys what happened in these first set of pages. And it's a blessing and a curse, truly. The blessing being I didn't have to write much because Abby wrote too much. And I was able to condense in a pretty short little paragraph.
Speaking of curses, it is relevant in this book.
Pretty much. If you've ever watched... Are we allowed to talk about Good Luck Chuck?
I don't know. I think so.
If you've ever watched the movie Good Luck Chuck, let's say this is the book version of that, but not as good so far. So the book starts off, we meet Maddie and Emma, and Emma... Emma is essentially the person that everyone dates last before they meet the one.
Quote unquote.
Sure. Until 50% of the marriages end in divorce.
This is why we're going to struggle.
Yeah, no, we're going to be really hard. Yeah, no, it's really bad. Anyway, so Maddie and Emma are like roomies. They're also sister-ishes. Maddie's parents were Emma's foster parents since she was 14 years old because she's got some mom stuff going on, which I'll get a little into later. But they're travel nurses together and they hop around working jobs for a few months here and there, different states, different cities, whatever the fuck.
They have a list of like top 25 places.
Who cares?
To go.
Anyway. So Emma's got all her mom issues. Her mom is Amber. We don't know a lot about it yet, but it sounds like she's kind of like off doing her own thing, doesn't really care about her daughter. I'm sure we'll get a little bit deeper into the mom issues. Anyway, so like I said, she's a good luck charm, pretty much. Men date her, then they meet the one. And
quote unquote.
Sure.
Sorry, I have feelings about the one. It's one of my discussion
So then
topics.
they're like reading, what was it, on Reddit or something?
Yeah, it was
a post
Reddit
from Justin, who is also a good luck charm. And this is where we are not even 5 pages in, I think, at this point, and I can already tell you how this story ends.
I actually really hope they don't end up together by the end.
No, same. I hope one of them dies and the other one struggles with the loss.
Oh my God.
Anyway, so Justin's got like roommate issues. Honestly, it's like the stupidest post ever on Reddit. He named his dog after his best friend.
It's one of those "Am I the asshole?" posts.
Right.
And it's because Justin dated this gal named Faith, and Faith ended up with Justin's roommate, and then he moved out and he was gonna like not pay the rent. Also like rude.
$7,000 or something.
Yeah, I mean, he's just like, go fuck yourself.
Right.
And then instead of getting stuck with a fat bill, I guess there was another spot in the building that was open, but it was like a sad studio apartment with one window and you can only see Mr. Toilet ad or some shit. What was it?
I don't know what Abby was smoking, but that's honestly, like, I don't think it really matters to the story that much.
Well, and then he names his dog after his
Brad.
His old roommate.
Claire and I used to be roommates. It's like if I got a dog and then I was like, this dog's name is now Claire.
He was like, he's an asshole. My dog's an asshole.
And then I post on Reddit, like, am I an asshole for naming my dog Claire after what she did?
Yeah.
And it's like, who cares? Anyway, like, solve it at home, group therapy, whatever. Anyway, so Emma reads this and she's like, I'm going to message this guy and be like, you're a good luck charm? I'm a good luck charm.
Well, that was like Maddie's idea. She's like, I'm bored at lunch. Like, just send him a message. And she was like, okay.
Whatever.
So
I literally in my notes wrote, they just start sending DMs back and forth. Snooze fest.
God.
So then they start chatting about like the possibility of meeting up because then they can like cancel each other out and maybe find their
They can break
soulmates.
the curse.
Yes.
Because this is Justin's best friend. He is like, oh man, I wrote this down. There's this whole moment where he's like, seriously, like you could break this curse and then you can finally be happy and then you can finally find your one instead of giving other people their ones. Yeah. I'm serious. Message her. See if she's open to it.
I don't know a lot of people who talk like this.
I wrote some stuff down and I will talk about it in discussion. But that's
I hope you have talking points because I don't really.
I have some weird shit I want to talk about, but that's essentially what happens.
But so they're making this plan, like maybe we should, try dating each other, see if we can break this curse. And then Emma's like, hey, I'm a freaking traveling nurse and I'm going to go live in Hawaii for like 3-4 months. And you live in Minnesota and I don't want to go there.
I like Minnesota, honestly.
I've never been.
Prince was from Minnesota.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Major R.I.P.
Well, and I have a feeling Justin is going to be Emma's prince.
I hate you. Hate you.
Write about it on Reddit. See if I'm the asshole or you are. Bite me. Anyway, so Emma's like, hey, maybe we try this in 3 or 4 months when I'm back from Hawaii. And they start talking about, like, what's our plan going to be? Justin's over here making, like, freaking spreadsheets about their freaking dating experience. But
he's a software developer or engineer.
Aren't they all ladies? Am I right? Anyway, so then they're like, we do this over a month. We need 4 dates, 1 kiss, and a breakup. And then the curse shall be broken. During this time, too, their DM relationship moves on to texting and then it moves on to FaceTime. And they literally just like walk around the fucking city, just like tour guiding each other through that shit. And honestly, I don't care. So
I found some of their interactions to be really weird and not organic. Yeah, I wrote them down.
But at the same time, I was like, I've done this.
Oh, no. When I spell out to you what went down, you're going to say otherwise. Wait.
But you know.
No, I know, and I still say no.
Okay. So anyway, then we quickly, at the end there, learn that Justin also has issues with his mom.
That's crazy.
They've just, it's wild to how many similarities these two have.
Wow.
But Justin's mom, she's off to prison. We don't know why, but it sounds like she did something shady work-wise. It sounds
financially?
Yeah, it felt like maybe it was like embezzlement or like something weird, insider trading kind of crap.
She was like CFO, I think
she was like a big dog, and and then it's like she did something and now she can't get work.
What if she was a big cat?
So anyway, Justin's going to have to get custody of his siblings. He's going to have to move out of his shitty, there's a billboard outside my window apartment and back into his mother's house so that he can take care of his siblings. You guys, that's it. That's what's happened. It was 48 pages of pretty much Justin and Emma talking to each other and every 5 seconds being like, you're a good luck charm. I'm a good luck charm. Show me your city. Now show me your city. What did you have in your coffee? Where did you get your breakfast? You can cook because you make scrambled eggs. I can cook and I made mac and cheese. Like, honestly, bite me.
Oh, God.
So...
Yana's spicy today, by the way. If you're new here, you should also go listen to season 1 and 2. We're not always as spicy, but I don't know.
In our hearts, sometimes we are. Anyway, and that's something I kind of wrote in here. I was getting a lot of like Claire and Yana vibes.
I literally wrote dating advice time with Claire and Yana.
I wrote
Yana equals Mandy, FBI agent.
Oh. Okay,
she like stalks him.
If you guys listened to our previous season where we read Sunburned, a novel, we bashed Audrey's ability to be PI because she kind of sucked. But anyway, Maddie over here,
she did a good job.
She did in like 10 seconds what Audrey has been trying to do in her story for a million years. So I am definitely Maddie. I did write in here too. So there's this character Lay also who is Brad's mom and also Justin's mom's bestie Foshesti. So everyone's a little connected. But anyway, I wrote a note here. When things don't work out with men, she's like, oh, he died. Right. And that was like familiarity.
Yeah. And Justin was like, oh my God, really? And she was like, he's dead to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
So I love that.
Amen.
I also wrote in here about Justin and Brad. I literally wrote, Justin and Brad are assholes to each other, but they love each other, like Claire and I. And those are all my notes. Thank you for joining my best friend's book club, and we'll see you next week.
Oh my God, she's joking.
But also, no.
But the last thing you said with him moving into the house and to take care of the kids, I was like, how does this man have time or care to be doing this thing with Emma? Like, I don't know, priorities.
Yeah, he's got 3 siblings to take care of and like a job. And
I was like, are we really doing this right now Brad? With the really intense situation that you're under, sir? But, I don't know. People handle stress
I think it's
differently.
Really dumb. But also, listener, if you are a good luck charm.
Oh my God.
Email us at mybfbookclub@gmail.com.
Okay, I have a slew of random things, okay?
Yeah,
so first
the whole book's random so far, so it makes sense.
I did want to say dating safety advice time with Claire and Yana. Yeah. At the beginning of this book, Maddie finds him, is like, message him. Okay, fine. That's fine. That feels like normal. That could happen.
Sure. Especially if your page is private.
Yeah, and it's like, whatever. But then Emma's like, I'm going to send him a picture. And I was like, where did that come from? Don't ever do that. No. People do weird things with your photos. Don't do that. Yeah. Don't do that. It's weird.
And honestly, just don't talk to people.
And then Maddie even says, because he could be a serial killer. And I'm sorry, maybe I just listen to too much true crime, but he was giving me some serial killer vibes, and I have them here. He's just too comfortable.
No one's that happy.
I know he's not going to end up being a serial killer because it's a romance book, but I just was like,
I hope he ends up being her serial killer. Then maybe the book would get interesting.
And then I'm sorry.
Sorry, Abby. And sorry, listeners who I know have read this book.
I know. It's like really highly rated. And so I'm like, maybe it will get better. Maybe it will get better.
Some of it's just the style. I feel like I'm like reading a 12-year-old's book.
It's not just this. Like, I'm bothered by some of these themes, and that's what I wanted to talk about. The other thing is this like comfortable being alone thing. Like Justin says to his friends that his best friends are in relationships now and he doesn't want to go hang out because he's like a fifth wheel. And I don't know, I feel like there needs to be more important narratives for women and people in general about being comfortable being alone. And I don't know, it's like being single is just the most terrible thing that could ever happen to anyone. And I don't know, it makes me feel weird to have a topic like that. Mm-hmm. And then, what is this? Brad says to Justin, if you don't do something, you're going to spend the rest of your life sending women onto their forever families and never getting one for you. And then there's this other part where Justin says to Emma when they're doing their conversation thing.
Which time?
About like breaking their hex. And then he's like, it's keeping us from being happy. And then Emma says, I scoffed to myself. He wasn't wrong. So it's this kind of mixed story of not being comfortable being alone, not being comfortable going out with your friends just because they're coupled up. And then it's like you're just more happy when you're with someone. I don't know. It just made me feel weird. Like we're in modern dating time. You know what I mean?
No, I know.
I just think it's important for people to be okay feeling alone. And I don't like the pressure put on women or men to have to find
over here, Justin's getting pressure on him too.
The quote unquote, the one. That was the other thing I want to talk about. Like, I don't even know. I feel like that narrative in itself is kind of toxic. Yeah. Like soulmates and the one.
The one for right now.
And then Brad says, I think Brad says this.
Brad the dog or Brad the friend?
Brad the friend. Their soulmate is the person they meet after you. It's decided the minute it starts. They're literally fated not to be the one. And then Justin responds, but I didn't have to think about it because the second he said it, I knew it was true. Just was like, what is this narrative? I don't know. It feels unhealthy. And maybe, you know what, like we said, this is not our genre, and maybe we're just not supposed to be taking this stuff this literally, but this book is highly rated. There's a lot of readers, and I just feel like it's important to have modern themes in these books, especially for women.
I am 100% with you here. I think it's doing what, Disney movies did to mess people up.
Yes.
Like, that's the vibe. It's like, let's stop with the, like, helpless princess in distress, needing someone to save you. Like,
they're both like
they're both like that. Also, I can't remember the last time I saw a group of dudes hanging out together being like,
I know.
Like a hex.
You have to find the one. I was like, I don't know, guys. Do you talk about this? Honestly, that was something I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Any male listeners, if you're just like, y'all, no, we talk about this. The one breaking curses. Like, please correct us, because I haven't seen it, but I would love to know about it.
And that's not to say that we believe that men shouldn't have deep, important conversations with each other and like talk about relationships and all that. That's not what we're saying.
No.
We're saying just this style of talking to each other and like trying to convince each other into like the one, it's just like, please, it's 2025. Let's move on.
It's like the book was, a woman wrote it, trying to be through the male perspective. I don't know, though, because I don't know the male perspective.
I know. Honestly, we shouldn't be tagging the author in any of our posts. Because
we probably shouldn't. Terrible. I also just want to say that I love romantasy books. So I think where the line stops for me is like in the romantasy world, none of it's real, right? There's like fairies and vampires and werewolves. And there's these like really intense love stories. And I think about, Disney love and like when you're growing up and how it could like not be good for, growing brains. But, I'm adult and I'm like, oh, I love this whole concept of elf mates. And so like I can get into romantasy. So I don't hate romance. I'm just feeling like this book has themes that I don't know.
And on the other hand, I'm over here and I hate romance. Anyway, so moving on,
Can I just say one more thing that's stupid that Brian said to Justin?
There's no way you're going to say anything stupider than I've already read. I literally
titled this talking point. I don't even know how to title this. He says, quote, I don't believe in magic or hexes or curses, but this thing that's going on with you, it's real. And it's been happening for 3 years, and it's going to keep happening if you don't do something.
It sounds like delusion.
I was like, Are we in a healthy state of mind?
It's Delulu.
There were so many moments where I was trying to imagine this happening for real. Like, I was like, okay, if Yana and I were out at a bar getting cocktails, you know, and I was known as this good luck charm. I'm not. Please stay away from me.
Literally, don't talk to her.
So, you know, that's what I'm known as. And Yana is in a relationship and she really wants me to find someone. My God. And then you sit me down and you seriously look me in the eye and you're like, Claire, this is real. It was like italicized. Like, this is real and it's been going on for years. And if you don't do something, it's never going to stop. I like couldn't imagine us having
we would
that.
Have to have so many drinks and we'd be cracking up the whole time.
It would not be a real conversation. I would be like, are you fucking on drugs telling me to go break my curse?
But I also talk a lot of shit for someone who would get like just caught up in this kind of crap. And I will say, I do have a friend who I feel like was a good luck Chuck situation. You know who you are.
Do I know?
Yes.
Will you tell me after? Because I don't remember.
No, absolutely. But everyone she dated did go and get married right after her. And now she's married.
She broke her curse.
But I'm kind of like, damn, I wish I went on a few dates with her.
Her?
Yeah. I would have.
Oh.
Listen, we all experiment for what we... Yeah.
For the one, but must.
So, to quote a person in this book, I don't believe in hexes, but I would have tried it out just to see what would happen. What's the worst that could happen? I could meet the one.
I also, other weird stuff that I was like, this is just not reality. Like, first off, her sending him a picture out of nowhere, that is out of reality. Second, you know, from a Reddit post?
Oh.
Am I an asshole Reddit post?
No, it was like Bumble.
Right. I mean, you're on a dating app. It's different. And then,
sorry, I've seen the way her body, it just like convalesced. It was just like convulsed. I'm sorry. Her body, the way it convulsed, it was just like she was just like trying to get the devil out of her heart. But she couldn't because the devil dug its way in.
Stay in there. And then, I mean, I've already said the thing about the hexes in the conversation, but then another one was he proposes this idea to her, right, that they break the curse. And then instead of texting him back, no one has called or videoed at this point. She's just like, can I call you? And I was like, what? I'm sorry. How many times have you started talking to a guy or woman or whoever, and then you get to that moment where like someone will try to call you or FaceTime you and you're just like, boo.
It literally goes to you.
You're like, no. Like, but then she was just like, can I call you to talk about this very serious proposal you have to break this curse? And then he was like, yeah. And they get on the phone. And then, oh my God, they talk for 3 hours. It's crazy. And he videos her and he shows her a city and he convinces her that Minnesota is the best. And also, isn't it convenient that the woman has to move to Minnesota? I'm sorry. I know she's the traveling nurse, but... Sorry.
There's a lot of similarities.
Between what? No, you didn't do that.
You have to admit, it's pretty damn close.
No, I don't think so.
We chatted like this on Bumble, and then he was like...
Bumble?
I know, but then he lived in a different fucking state.
Yeah, but did you... No. Listen, we're going to talk about this after, okay?
Let me take a sip of my water. I'm getting choked up.
And then...
I can't believe this conversation is the one where, like, we're going to be sober.
Yeah, honestly.
We're going wine tasting this weekend, though, so we got to save up.
Got to help them livers. The other thing that was just so grounded out of reality, not so, it's just all of it, but they've like talked over Reddit and then they exchange phone numbers and then nobody talks to each other for a bit until Brad convinces Justin he needs to convince her to do this deal so they can break the curse. And
Brad,
then,
the friend, not the dog.
Yes. And then the first thing that he sends her to like open the conversation back up again. Do you remember? No. I thought this was so weird. I would be like, no. His first text to her is a selfie of him wearing a long wig and crooked lipstick. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm just like, I'm the asshole, but if I just kind of talked with someone over Reddit a little bit And then the conversation door closes, and then that's what I get. I'd be like, serial killer. Also ill. It's so like, I'm the cute. I don't know. I can't. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I can't.
Listener, if you think Claire's an asshole, please
email
us and tell us how big of an asshole you think she is and why. And I promise to read it at our next recording.
Just these characters are just really disconnected from like real life. And at one point, Justin is talking about how he's going to have to move in and take care of his siblings. And he goes to give the angry sister, she's upset, you know, I don't know, her mom's going to jail. And he's like, she's upset. And it's my job to find out why. And I was like, what? Your mom's going to jail. Why do you think she's upset? Also, why is it your job? I can't. I'm sorry.
Honestly, I don't know who's disliking this book more so far. And
I don't think it's better. I'm sorry.
I have a bad feeling it won't.
I'm not trying to rip on it.
Really? Could have fooled me.
I can't comprehend.
I know. It's just like
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would hate a young listener, I would hate a young reader.
Yes.
To just be getting ideas from this. I feel like it's a dangerous, slippery slope, and I feel like it's just, this is why we can't have nice things.
That was literally the last thing I had. Yeah. I was like, I don't read a lot of pure romance books. Like I said, I read like my Romantasy smut, but this makes me nervous for young minds, and not just women, you know. It just, I don't mean to be crazy, and you know, I'm gonna try to have fun with this. I'm gonna try to lighten up on it. I know I was really intense, and this could just also not be my genre, and it's highly rated. So listen, I'm here and I'm open to the experience, but I will say we're not off to a strong start for me personally.
Yeah. I'm wondering what age group this book is popular with.
Don't look it up. It's probably not going to be good.
It definitely hurts my heart a little bit.
So
Claire,
what's your food rating?
I was in a thing.
Sorry.
So Claire, what's your food rating?
Oh, you were going to ask me?
Yeah, I like to switch it up sometimes.
Okay. I am open to this experience. It's like when you go to a pizza place. I love pizza. It's my favorite food. If I was on death row, that's what I would want to eat. And the only thing they have left is one slice of frickin' Hawaiian pizza with pineapple and ham.
Give me that slice, girl.
But I'm so hungry, and I came with friends, and I have to have something. And so I have to have one sliver of the Hawaiian pizza.
So fucking dramatic with that fucking pineapple shit.
I am
Sorry
serious.
for all this swearing.
I'm Italian, and it is a disgrace to put pineapple on pizza. Fight me on it.
One day I just might.
I will go to the death for this.
Well, at least you'll be on death row and you'll get your pizza.
What was your food rating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of the ones I've actually remembered to think about in advance, and it came to me quite quickly. It's cauliflower, because I hate that shit. It is bland.
I like cauliflower.
Yeah, well, you can eat my cauliflower, and I will eat your Hawaiian pizza.
Oh, there you go. We win.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, God, we belong together. You are the one.
You're my soulmate.
I don't like cauliflower. I also don't like what people try and make cauliflower be. Cauliflower is not rice. Cauliflower is not bread. Cauliflower cannot replace noodles in freaking soup. Okay, so let's get this thing straight. Eat your fucking cauliflower, but let it just be what it is. Cauliflower. I don't need Abby telling me how to live my life. And that's, so yeah, whatever. I hate cauliflower, and right now I don't like this book. So it's giving me cauliflower vibes. And that too, but that comes naturally anyway.
This thing is 400 pages. You know, I hope all of those reviews with all of you having just the most wonderful time with this. I really hope we get there with you, and then we look back on this episode and we laugh and we're like, God, we were really hard on it, and that, you know, maybe it was just the first 48 pages. We needed to ground ourselves more.
I'm sure page 49 will turn it all around for us. So Claire, what is your sexy side piece book right now? Sexy book side piece book.
Definitely sexier than this right now. Sorry, I'm going to stop. I'm going to
Sorry, respectfully.
Let me pull it back in,
Abby.
I think this was like a New York Times bestseller, so I'm sorry. Not every book is for everyone, but we're trying.
I don't think it means it's good. It just means a lot of people bought it.
That's true. So we're recording this far in advance because Yana and I both have travel. So I hope by the time this is live, I am done with this book. But I've been working my way through the Crescent City series, Romantasy. And I'm on the last book, House of Flame and Shadow, and I have like 100 pages left, and I just can't seem to get through it because life is so busy. But that is just still where I'm at. What about you?
I am still on Cloud Cuckoo Land.
I feel like I'm on Cloud Cuckoo Land in this book.
Me too, girl. So I have nothing else to say about that because I still don't know what it's about yet.
Okay, that's all right. All right, listener. So we've got a content calendar that's out if you're wanting to follow along with us and read through just for the summer.
If we lose followers, we understand.
We have this reader calendar pinned on our socials, so you can always find it there if you're wanting to read along with us. So the next set of pages are going to be page 49 through 96, and we're going to finish those by September 4th. So, listener, we would love to hear your thoughts on this book. And even if you have finished it, obviously don't spoil it for us, but if it gets better, I think that would be encouraging news. Until then, we are still growing our community of book clubbers and readers, so I know we probably upset some people, but
we're also our authentic, genuine selves.
This is who we are.
Yeah, this is.
Give us 5 stars for being authentic.
Yeah, this is what you didn't pay for. Okay, so this is what you get.
Give us 5 stars, like it's the end of this book really fast. I'm just kidding.
And if you're a witch that sets hoaxes, sponsor us.
I love witches, so
Same.
Find me.
Curse me.
If you're reading along, those are the pages. Follow us on your favorite podcast streaming platform. Follow us on our socials. Send us any notes on social or to our Gmail at
mybfbookclub@gmail.com. Also, tell us all the things you don't like either. We like to vent. We like to trash talk. Yeah.
We want to hear. And, friends, if you're not reading along with us or you're just, not for you either, we just think it's important to read. So remember, friends.
Keep on reading.
We can do this.